Peace in Black Power family. It's your Harlem educator, author, and activist, Brother Agyei Tyehimba. I want to thank and welcome all of you to the broadcast. This topic is beware of the Negroes. Lord have mercy. Beware the Negroes, family. We heard Malcolm in the 60s talk about the Negroes.
This modern house Negro loves his master. He wants to live near him. He'll pay 3 times as much as the house is worth just to live near his master. And then brag about, I'm the only Negro out here. I'm the only one on my job. I'm the only one in this school. You nothing but a house Negro.
And what I want to do is clarify the behavior of Negroes. Let's get it started. Number one, Negroes apologize for and defend our sworn enemies. When you are a Black organization, you holding a political rally and you're breaking down the issue of mass incarceration, what's wrong with our labor being exploited, what's wrong with the presidential administration, what's wrong with whatever, here comes the Negro out of nowhere. They're not all bad, and they start defending and becoming what we call apologists for white supremacists and white supremacy. Whenever you see this general trait, you are in the presence of a full-blown Negro. Negroes sow seeds of division and confusion. Here you are, you having a good time, and here comes somebody introducing something that has absolutely nothing to do with what we're talking about. Something that is not going to push us forward, something that's not going to defend our babies, something that's not going to give us a better understanding of the world we live in, of our own issues we need to confront and resolve, of our enemies, just creating confusion. The type of stuff that makes you go, what does that have to do with anything? Why are they talking about that? What was that comment designed to do? That type of behavior, sowing the seeds of division and confusion. People were clear, now they're confused. People were on one page, now they're divided and arguing. That's a Negro. Negroes accept white standards, values, and policies as their own. So when you're here talking about, yeah, we're going to build this African-centered school, we're going to have a Black liberation theology, we're going to have cooperatively owned Black supermarkets, and we're going to take back the streets and take back our communities. Here comes the Negro. How are you going to have a Black Madonna and a Black Jesus? Everybody knows that the Madonna and Jesus were white. They automatically take white people's standards, their values, their definitions, their policies, and they defend them. They accept them. They take the position of the enemy. They take his side every time. You're dealing with a full-blown Negro. Negroes are real good at fighting with Black people. They just will never muster up the courage to confront our true enemies. They will never confront white racist police or white vigilante race soldiers. They'll never confront any of these white sites of power because deep down, subliminally, they fear the white man. They fear white supremacists. Negroes will believe that Black women are far too sassy and don't know how to stay in their place. Negroes will believe that Black men are all about nothing. They're all dogs. They're all going to kill you and rape you and burn your building down and steal your money and lie on you and destroy your life. That's a Negro. All of the worst things about Black people they believe. And guess what? Who created those negative images and depictions of Black people? Negroes live to prove themselves to white folk. Now, I think that it's important to have a way, a gimmick, whatever you use to motivate yourself, to keep yourself on fire, because the people that's on fire and stay on fire are the people that's going to get the ish done in our communities. Keep yourself motivated, stay strong, Black man and woman. However, when the things you do in your life are all motivated by trying to prove yourself to your enemy, we now have a problem because you'll never prove yourself to your enemy. You wasted your time. You better come up with a new motivator. You better come up with something that's more internal. I'm doing this because I want to feel proud of myself. I'm doing this because I want to help protect and advocate for Black people. I'm doing this because I'm tired of losing. But never think that what you're doing good is going to impress your enemy. And besides, you should not be out here trying to impress an enemy. Stop trying to prove yourself to white people. I went to a college. One of the first questions, Brother Agyei, we're constantly trying to show these white students that we work hard in school and we value education and, we're humane. And I said, and that's your first mistake. I don't come from that school. I come from the school of Garvey and X. We're not trying to prove ourselves to white people. Prove yourself to your family. Prove something to your ancestors who sacrificed so that you could be here, so that your life would hopefully be a little easier because of their sacrifice. Prove something to your ancestors, to your parents, and to your kids. Negroes equate white with being right or superior. Negroes think the white man's ice is colder than our ice. Negroes think the white man's sugar is sweeter than our sugar. So you trying to convince a Negro of the righteousness of our cause is almost a waste of time. Negroes support everybody but themselves. The Negro will come to you with flyers of the Mexican supermarket opening up. So, yo, we need to go and we need to support this. The Negro will go with some type of fundraiser for some other group. Say, oh man, you heard what's going on? They're very excited about what everybody else is doing and how they're progressing and how we can help them. But when you say, well, there's a group over here, and what they're doing is furnishing homes for people who don't have the money. There's a group over here, what they're doing is helping people who are black women and men who are the victims of domestic violence. And they're doing a fundraiser. This group over here is providing that powerful, foundational black political education. And we need to go to their meetings and support them and learn from them. You get cricket, cricket, cricket. Why? Because the Negroes have been programmed to support everybody but themselves. Instead of going to some overpriced European restaurant, and that's your choice, family. Me and the Queen, the African Center, we still go to restaurants owned by white people sometimes. It's all right, right? But then we should also be able to say, hey, there's a good fish and chip place right where we live. And those are black people we know we can touch and see. They work there, they own it. We should be able to support them. There's a problem when we're supporting everyone but ourselves. Negroes do the dirty work of white folk. Why dirty our own hands? Why get caught? Why be complicit when we can send ignorant, backwards, self-hating, and self-loathing Negroes to do our dirty work? And why would a Negro want to do that? Because remember, the Negro wants to ingratiate him or herself to white folk. They see them as superior. They see them as master. They want to prove themselves to them. So they're perfect candidates. When they need somebody to go spy on the organization, find a Negro. When they need somebody to plant a drug in the leader's car, find a Negro. And when they need somebody to kill a beautiful human being that's fighting on behalf of his or her people, find a Negro. So, family, we have just broken down what a Negro is, how they think, how they act, why they are dangerous to us.
White man just a joy to be around. Smell like lemon juice and pledge furniture cleaner. And look at them, they gave us discipline, jobs, put structure in our lives, took us out the jungle.